up, DIYers? Mike Boards with the Mike Boards channel. Thank you for watching. We're talking boats today, outboard engines specifically. And in the event that your outboard engine bogs down anytime you turn, whether it's left or right, but it doesn't do it when it's going straight, we're going to talk about that in this video. Let's get started. We've made our way to my parents', and on the back of the boat is a Mariner 40 horsepower 3-cylinder outboard, and we're going to carefully lower it. And we want to talk about the fuel hoses inside there. Making our way port side, I've carefully lowered the outboard, and DIYers, do your absolute best not to drive the lower skag into the ground or into concrete. That would be terrible. However, coming up and in, and we have brand new fuel hoses installed all the way to the engine right there, and connecting on either side of the fuel water separator housing is a brand new fuel water separator filter, as you see there. And then the opposite end, brand new fuel hose coming out, down and into the fuel compartment where it connects and secures to the gas tank. Up on the boat and coming inside the gas tank compartment, as you see, just check the overall condition of the fitting and just ensure that the fitting itself is properly secured to the gas tank. And just be careful as you remove these and snap them back in place. It's very possible that the inner part of your fitting is corroded, and even worse, if you have not replaced your fuel hose in 25 years, well, it is definitely time to replace it. However, in addition, you'll notice our fuel line is gray and it has blue. And in the event that you have a gray fuel hose with red, DIYers, it is definitely time to remove that and install a brand new one. Why? Because that gray line with red lettering has been recalled, and it got recalled 20 plus years ago. So again, replace that if that is old. Basically, long story short, the hose itself deteriorated and fell apart inside and clogged the entire fuel system. Not good. Coming up and out of the fuel compartment, I want to point out something very, very important. Notice how the fuel line coming out of the left portion of the fuel water separator housing and feeding down into the engine, there is slack. In other words, it is cut to the proper length, so when you actually are out boating and turning your engine, you have the proper amount of slack on the fuel hose so the hose itself does not crimp. Back out of the boat and coming inside and to the fuel hose that feeds out and down to the pump and to the engine. As you see, ensure that this connection point is properly secured. Coming back up, I've got the hose properly secured with a hose routing adapter or bracket or brace. And coming up here, this is where you could run into trouble in the event that you do not have the proper amount of hose or slack feeding out of this portion and down into your engine. Every time you turn your engine, basically the hose is going to crimp right here and block fuel, and that is a big problem. And I'm going to position the camera and turn the outboard, and you will see I've got enough slack again that I am not crimping any portion of my fuel hose and interrupting the proper amount of fuel flow. Camera in position, we are looking at the top portion of the fuel water separator filter housing, and feeding out to the left is the hose that feeds into the pump and to the engine. Again, I'm going to hop in the captain's seat, turn the steering wheel, and you will see I have enough slack in the fuel hose that this portion right there will not crimp. Nor will any crimping occur with that hose coming out of the opposite end and feeding to the fuel tank. And there it was, DIYers, again, full turn in either direction, starboard to port, port to starboard, and everything in between. We've got enough slack where there is absolutely no crimping of the fuel hose at any of the fittings. To a different camera angle, and DIYers, long story short, if this hose was cut too short from here to the engine, and every time I turn the engine and the hose move with it, it would basically create a lot of stress and tension on this fitting, basically crimping the hose and interrupting the proper amount of fuel flow and fuel pressure required for your outboard engine to operate as designed. And DIYers, that's it. Before we wrap the video up, down below in the comments and description will be a link, which is video link number 1 on replacing your fuel hoses.